Yeah, so in general, accidents happen, unfortunately, and we try everything to prevent accidents as far as possible. But we need to train people on how to react in case of emergencies, and we need to simulate these emergency situations. So we planned one for today with a fuel leakage and injury, luckily not a fatality. I think it was extremely well organized. I think the response of the Walvis Bay teams, that's the police, the ambulance, the fire brigade, was extremely good, and they really take it seriously, and I really appreciate their cooperation with regards to this and for assisting us to try and help people that may be injured in the future in accidents and collisions and try and save the environment. Yeah, so I think it went very, very well, and I'm quite proud of the Walvis Bay emergency response teams.
First aider who presented us the patient in a professional sense, and we took over from her. Everything was done as it ought to be done. Good.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Yeah. From the police side, we would like to say thank you for the exercise, but we would like to emphasize on here and there. So we would like to, especially the ambulance, we are having different numbers of police officers, and the charge office is common. It's 064-219-048. So that will now inform other departments to arrive. So we expect the police at the charge office to respond fast. Then the investigation will follow. Scene of crime. I think they are even arriving just now when we are already done. So sorry for that. So but anyway, so let me thank you for all the stakeholders. Okay.
Colleagues, yeah, it was a good one. So we found, thank God it was petrol. Found people busy later under the smoke there. Colleagues, where there is smoke, there is fire. Let's take it as such. Actually, once you see smoke in this type of incident, run as much as you can. Do this until you cannot see that tanker. That means you are not safe. But when we came here, it's our duty. We needed to evacuate everyone. But just in future, where you come and you see that there is smoke, we rather have one patient than having 30 patients. So let's just put that in mind always when we approach this type of accident. Otherwise, we are in a learning time, in a learning world. So we'll keep learning every day. It was quite well. I really like the coordination. One of the best IC I've ever seen in most of this exercise. Big ups to the man. So when we arrive, he is coming to report. In most cases, we have to look. Who is the IC? But the moment you see, our uniforms are different. Once you see, no, these are police, and you know that you are in charge, approach the colleagues so that they are not running around to look for who is in charge. Because usually the IC is standing there, you are overseeing the whole incident from a distance. That is the reason why you are not involved in the whole exercise. But really big ups also to the number of colleagues. Communication, it's all that makes everything easier. When you see, you know the person. That's why it's very important for us to know each other's stuff, so that it makes us easier to also coordinate at scene, at drill scene, and also at this type of incident. Other than that, thank you to the ambulance crew. It's a struggle. I was asking, must they cut the car so that I make their work easier? It's good when we are also trying to learn the maneuvers on how to minimize also the damage on the colleagues. I remember there was once a guy, somebody did him wrong in the location there. The firefighter, when they came, oh, it's the guy's colleague. That patient could be easily moved. The guy, they did a total roof replacement. just because of that incident at the location. And, okay, now I'm in charge here. Let's cut off this guy as much as we can. So it's good. It was a good learning also that we are maneuvering. I also learned something from you guys, how to tend the patient and so. But it's good. But yeah, thank you, colleagues.
My name is Yannick Gutier from Haskem, Namibia. We are responsible for the spill response, and that is all hydrocarbons, assets, and anything that can hassle the environment and public. But first of all, I just want to mention, this whole thing is, we must look at public safety. We must save lives. The next thing is we must look into our environment. Save our environment. If there was a big spillage, we must look after the spillage, the hydrocarbons that go into our environment, and that is why we are here. The police and the fire brigade and the ambulance, they must look after their lives, and we are here to look after the environment. First of all, when the fire brigade, when they arrive, they must keep a proper enclosement of the fire. Am I correct? If there's a fire, they must kill the fire. If there's no fire, they mustn't cross-contaminate it with the water or with the foam into the diesel or into the liquids, because then they cross-contaminate and there's just a bigger spill at the end of the day. So the fire brigade must just look at that. So if there's no fire, please don't contaminate with a lot of water. So we will come and contain, and after that the fire brigade will help us to clean it up. But like the other gentleman said, it's one of the most organized simulation that I've ever seen. So congratulations to everybody here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just we were actually waiting for our call, and we a bit too late for us. This is why our members were outside on the road, and they know what to do, and I can congratulate them. Everything looks really good, and I can see as an exercise. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Opportunity we can be here, and with any dangerous chemicals, as you guys are transporting dangerous goods, the main aim is to protect the environment, the people and the property, because that is what dangerous good is. It imposes a threat to the environment, the property or people. So like Yanni said, when you arrive on the scene, you guys have the spill kit, contain the spill, but at the end with the fire chiefs and the fire brigade, they will be first on scene. They will probably do, in case of leakage or a spill, in case of a fire, there will be some fire suppression that side to contain it. But I think their first priority is not for the mass contamination on the product itself. The first responsibility will be the rescue aspect of this scene at the end of the day, and then the second will be then the environment and the property. So first of them, they will do the people first, and then from the property to the environment, and that is then where Yanni and then we come in to do the site clean up. And like you see, we established the zones and reported first to chief there at the IC, and from there we mitigate the accident and go from there how we can assist. Thank you very much.
I'm from Rao Consultancy. With regards to occupational health and safety, I think we did justice with this drill, as we have covered the Labour Act 11, Chapter 39, which says it is the duty of the employer to provide a safe working environment. So by doing this drill, we have done awareness to the employees, to the third parties and everyone who was part of it. So I think justice was done. With also the emergency response team for Crossroads, which comprises of the first aiders, the spill kit, all spill managers, the fire marshals, and the ASCEM, those who are doing ASCEM for Crossroads. Everything was done. I was monitoring their effectiveness in terms of time response to the time of the event. Everything was on point. So I think it was a drill well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All I can say is this: it was a drill, so it was a learning from us also. So we are the primary first of security of police officers. So where the safety needed, we jump in, but just to a certain part where we are needed. So, but I saw the drill for the first time, and I learned a lot out of it. So, where there's fire, we all have to be sure. Okay, where there's fire, we all have to be at the safe side. So that's the first thing that the fire brigade officer did. Let us stand at the side, so we cannot be at least be harmed by it. So, but all I can say is, I can see teamwork, and I can see all in order.